यार सारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस के पेपर लिया, सब सॉल्व करेंगे. Now you will feel like, that's a good thing. Sometimes you will find questions which are too factual. Chance of it coming in examination is negligible. It's not evaluating you, क्योंकि यूपीएससी में 50 क्वेश्चंस रिवर्स पे नहीं आएंगे. तो it's not actually evaluating you. You're not able to do it. Some student will say, यार ये वाले नोट्स पढ़ ले, उससे सारे क्वेश्चंस हो जाएंगे. अरे ये नहीं करना है यार. The coaching institutes, in order to compete with each other, हम उनसे भी डिफिकल्ट टेस्ट बनाएंगे, हम उनसे भी डिफिकल्ट टेस्ट बनाएंगे. इस चक्कर में they end up making a test which is not relevant for the exam. आप जो लेवल अप आईएएस के मॉक टेस्ट में लास्ट टेस्ट में जो मार्क्स लेके आओगे, मैं चाहता हूं that should be similar to the marks that you are getting in the examination. You may join a test series, you may take it from the market. I'm not here to sell you a test series. No. So if this is not what should be done, then what should be the right approach? For me, the right approach is, hello everyone, preliminary examination is approaching and many of you will start solving mock tests. Today, I'm here to help you utilize those tests better. For doing that, I want to burst or break some of the myths which are associated with mock test. I'll be dealing with 5 such important myths. The first myth that I want to discuss is that attempting mocks from as many sources as possible is a good thing. Like many people will tell you, यार सारे institutions के पेपर लिया, सब solve करेंगे. Now you will feel like, that's a good thing. But what I've seen in this situation is, like, when you get hundreds of tests from different institutions, you end up solving those tests where you are comfortable. अगर आप art and culture में अच्छे हो, you will solve art and culture tests from everywhere and skip the parts where you are not very comfortable with. So while the part in which you are strong, you become stronger, but the part where you are weak, you end up ignoring it. So if this is not what should be done, then what should be the right approach? For me, the right approach is choose one institution and follow all its tests as per the schedule. You may join a test series, you may take it from the market. I'm not here to sell you a test series, no. But choose one institution and complete all its tests, so that अगर आप साइंस टेक में अच्छे नहीं हो, when science tech test will come, you will be preparing for that also. Does it mean that we should not be doing tests of other institutions? No, we should be, but without sacrificing this. Without sacrificing this schedule. Let's say you join a test series where 20 tests are scheduled between January and April. Follow these 20 tests very systematically. Other than this, if you have time, attempt test for other institutions also. No problem at all. So, what I'm trying to say is, rather than running behind everything together, choose one thing that you will complete thoroughly and बीच में आप बाकी इंस्टीट्यूशन के, जैसे लेट्स से आपने अपना जो भी इंस्टीट्यूशन आपने चूज किया उसके साइंस टेक के टेस्ट कर लिए, आपके पास समय बचा हुआ है, आप फिर बाकी इंस्टीट्यूशन के साइंस टेक के टेस्ट लेके कर लो. आपने पॉलिटी टेस्ट कर लिया, आपके पास फिर भी समय बचा हुआ है, बाकी इंस्टीट्यूशन के पॉलिटी के टेस्ट लेके कर लो. आप फुल सिलेबस टेस्ट दैट परहैप्स स्टार्ट्स इन मार्च और अप्रैल आपने अपना इंस्टीट्यूशन का कर लिया. यू टेक पेपर्स ऑफ अदर इंस्टीट्यूशन आल्सो एंड अटेम्प्ट इट, बट डू नॉट ब्रेक this schedule, this main schedule. It should be completed from end to end. So complete at least one institution's test in full. Reliable mock test you should complete thoroughly, and parallelly, if you have time, do others. Don't do this. You have chosen 5 different institutions और 5 को partially कर रहे हो. That's not the right approach. Second myth that I want to discuss is this, that test analysis can be neglected. I'll give you an instance here. Last year, a student came to me at 5 in the evening. Sir, question paper दिलवा दो ना GS का. मैंने कहा, why did you not attempt it at the scheduled time? We had 2 options available in the morning, in the afternoon. Why didn't you do it at that time? He said, sir, मैं 3 और institution के test attempt किए मैंने. This is the 4th test that I'll be attempting. I was like, oh, you attempted test for 8 hours in 4 different institutions. What will you do after going home? The student said, sir, आज बहुत टेस्ट हो गया, अब मैं जाके सो जाऊंगा. I asked him, will you not analyze it? He said कि नहीं सर, एनालिसिस तो अब क्या, बस हो गया, टेस्ट अटेम्प्ट हो गया. And now this was a blunder. I spoke with that student and explained him कि without analysis attempting test is not useful at all. Why? फिर तो जो आपको आता है वो आता ही है ना. Analysis is important. आप, if you're spending 2 hours on a test, spend 1 hour analyzing it also. Analyze every mock test for basic mistake. That is a must. Ab, understand this. I'm not saying कि you should be analyzing every question. Sometimes you will find questions which are too factual. Chance of it coming in examination is negligible. But you may have made mistakes in basic polity questions, basic history questions, basic science questions. Analyze them. Why it was wrong? Was it wrong because of lack of knowledge? Was it wrong because you did not read the question properly? Was it wrong because the technique that you applied didn't work? इससे you will learn, and in the next test your performance would be better. So analysis is important. I'm not asking you to do over analysis. That's another mistake which students make. वो 2 घंटे का टेस्ट अटेम्प्ट करेंगे, फिर पूरा दिन लगा देंगे उसे एनालाइज करने में. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just saying बेसिक क्वेश्चंस में मिस्टेक्स हुई है तो उसे रेक्टिफाई करने के लिए आपको बैठ के उसे समझना पड़ेगा वो मिस्टेक क्यों हुई है. दैट एनालिसिस यू विल हैव टू डू. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द बेसिक एरियाज, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट फ्रिंज एरियाज. इनफैक्ट मैं आपको ना एक चीज समझाता हूं यहाँ पे. देखिए, लेट्स से दिस इज द यूनिवर्स ऑफ नॉलेज. वर्ल्ड में जितना भी नॉलेज है, दिस इज द यूनिवर्स ऑफ नॉलेज. एंड of all the knowledge which exists in the world, of all the information which exists in the world, perhaps a very small part, 0.01%, is the focus area of UPSC. UPSC के questions इस 0.01% से आते हैं. 90%. 10% of the questions may come from rest of the world. I'm asking you this कि ये जो 0.01% of the knowledge है world का, जिससे UPSC के questions आते हैं, जिससे यूपीएससी के 90% क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, इनमें जब क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं एंड यू आर मेकिंग मिस्टेक, यू एनालाइज इट. रेस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन वो कुछ भी पूछ ले, कोई रैंडम प्लैनेट कहीं से उठा के पूछ लिया तो हम क्या दुनिया के सारे प्लैनेट्स याद करने बैठेंगे? नहीं ना. मॉक टेस्ट में अगर ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, we will not analyze it much, we will not try to revise it or redo it, but basics में जिससे 90% of the questions would be asked in the examination, if you are making mistakes there, put in efforts there, revise that, analyze it. That is crucial. So analysis, systematic of basic questions is as important as attempting the test. Next problem or the next myth is that you only need to attempt full length tests. मैंने देखा है students become very serious after March की, यार I'll attempt test of Vajiram and Ravi, I'll attempt test of Next IAS, I'll attempt test of Vision, I'll attempt test of Forum, I'll attempt test of LevelUp IAS. सबके full length test attempt करूंगा. मैंने देखा बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसा करते हैं. But again, that's a wrong approach. Full length test alone are not good enough. They will, full length, full syllabus test will help you evaluate yourselves. But do tests only help us in evaluating ourselves? No. Tests are an important part of learning also. In the learning phase also, you need to attempt test. जब आपने, let's say you have studied drainage system of India, India के river system आपने पढ़ लिया है, attempt 50 questions on it, attempt a mini test on it. It will help you learn that subject better. It's not evaluating you, क्योंकि यूपीएससी में 50 क्वेश्चंस रिवर्स पे नहीं आएंगे, तो it's not actually evaluating you, but it will help you learn. ऐसे ही when you study complete geography, attempt a test, sectional test on geography, full geography syllabus. So before you actually start attempting full length tests, full syllabus tests, you attempt this sectional test कि सिर्फ ड्रेनेज सिस्टम पे, सिर्फ स्पेस पे 50 सवाल करते हैं, सिर्फ कंप्यूटर आईटी पे 50 सवाल करते हैं, साइंस टेक पे 100 सवाल करते हैं, बिफोर यू जंप ऑन टू full syllabus test. Full syllabus, in fact, full syllabus test should be done perhaps from March, not before that. Before that, you are preparing, you are completing one subject at a time, attempt test associated with those subjects. That is what you need to do. Sectional for learning and full test for testing. This is the reality, this is the fact. Avoid this approach where you're only attempting full syllabus tests. Then एक और चीज मैंने देखा है, पता है स्टूडेंट्स क्या करते हैं, दे कीप रनिंग बिहाइंड वेरी डिफिकल्ट टेस्ट्स. दिस इज द बिगेस्ट ब्लंडर दे डू. देखो, very difficult tests are never good. Tests which are evaluating your basics, tests which are evaluating your fundamental factual knowledge are better than unnecessarily difficult tests. जो मैंने आपको बताया ना, दुनिया में जितना भी यूनिवर्स ऑफ नॉलेज है, UPSC is asking very small, UPSC is asking 90% of its question from that very small knowledge. To make paper difficult, you may ask a lot of questions from this fringe area. Which fringe area? Of anything in the universe. Paper difficult ban jayega. But difficult test only discourages you, demotivates you, misdirects you. आप किसी इंस्टीट्यूशन का टेस्ट अटेम्प्ट करते हो एंड दे हैव मेड इट वेरी डिफिकल्ट, यू आर नॉट एबल टू डू इट. सम स्टूडेंट विल से यार ये वाले नोट्स पढ़ ले, उससे सारे क्वेश्चंस हो जाएंगे. अरे ये नहीं करना है यार. अपने बेसिक स्टैंडर्ड सोर्सेस को अच्छे से पढ़ो, उसका इवैल्यूएशन होना चाहिए टेस्ट से. दैट इज व्हाट यूपीएससी डज, नो मैटर हाउ वेल वी ट्राई. मैं अपनी भी बात करता हूं, मैं लेवल अप आईएएस की भी बात करता हूं. नो मैटर हाउ वेल वी ट्राई, यूपीएससी के में जो क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, हमारे जो क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, देयर विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंसेस इन देयर. एंड दैट इज व्हाई यू शुड अवॉइड दीज एक्सट्रीमली डिफिकल्ट टेस्ट. यहाँ पे ना मेरे पास कुछ एग्जांपल्स है. आई हैव सम स्टूडेंट जो सेलेक्ट हो चुके हैं, उसके बाद ना वो जाके ओपन मॉक अटेम्प्ट करते हैं, दे गेट 55 एंड दे कम टू मी एंड से सर सिर्फ 55 आए दिस ईयर, एम आई गोइंग टू फेल बैडली, आई वाज हियर टू इंप्रूव माय रैंक. आई टेल देम यार वो पेपर ही बेकार था. अटेम्प्ट सम सिंपलर इजी क्वेश्चन, अटेम्प्ट सम पेपर्स. जैसे लेवल अप आईएएस का पेपर आप कभी बहुत डिफिकल्ट नहीं पाओगे, मैं उसे बनने ही नहीं देता. मैं चाहता हूं कि your mark should kind of reflect your marks that you're going to get in UPSC Civil Services Examination. आप जो लेवल अप आईएएस के मॉक टेस्ट में लास्ट टेस्ट में जो मार्क्स लेके आओगे, मैं चाहता हूं वो दैट शुड बी सिमिलर टू द मार्क्स दैट यू आर गेटिंग इन द एग्जामिनेशन. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए इन द लास्ट टेस्ट दैट यू राइट मॉक में यू आर ओनली गेटिंग 50-60, बट इन रियल एग्जाम यू आर गेटिंग 120-130. then that test is bad. That test is something which has misguided student, which is bad for the student. This kind of thing should be avoided. Unnecessarily difficulty derails, it kills confidence, it demotivates you, it discourages you, it misdirects you. Avoid this. Last में एक और चीज है, एक मिथ चलता है कि यार जो मॉक स्कोर है वही आपका फाइनल स्कोर है. इसमें ना बहुत सारी गड़बड़ियां है. देखो, मैं फिर से एक स्टूडेंट का एग्जांपल देता हूं. This student in March attempted our first full length mock and only scored 60. And she got discouraged. She got panicked. क्या 2 साल मेहनत करने के बाद भी मेरे प्रीलिम्स टेस्ट में 60 आ रहे हैं. पहली बात ना, 2 महीने पहले जो आपका स्कोर आ रहा है, that will not determine what is your final score. In 2 months, you will improve a lot and your final score will change. The mock test is not your final score. Mock test is equal to final score is a myth. Second thing, mock test will be unnecessarily difficult, तब भी वो final score नहीं होंगे, है ना. Even in last test, this may happen that that same student may have got 50-60 because वो कोई अजीब सा difficult test attempt कर रहे हैं. बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो ना they try to in order to compete with each other, the coaching institutes in order to compete with each other, हम उनसे भी difficult test बनाएंगे, हम उनसे भी difficult test बनाएंगे. इस चक्कर में they end up making a test which is not relevant for the exam. वहां पे भी your marks will not be good. You should not get discouraged by that. Take these tests just as practice sessions. Marks हमारे कोई बात नहीं. Look at the basic questions. If you have made mistakes in basic questions, try to improve on that. If you have not made mistakes in the basic questions, कुछ random चीजें पूछ रखी थी, इस वजह से marks कम आए हैं, ignore it. Let it go. Stay confident. Stay positive. Keep putting in efforts towards your final exam. Okay, so in summary, what I can say is decide on one or two source, in fact one source, जिसको आप पूरा follow करोगे tests के लिए, and then you can keep adding tests from other institutions without disturbing this schedule. Second, if you are giving 2 hours on the test, spend 1 hour on analysis also. Avoid टेस्ट टेररिज्म. और ये सजेशन ना मेरे को कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट को देना चाहिए, यार ये अननेसेसरली डिफिकल्ट पेपर मत बनाओ. आई कॉल इट टेस्ट टेररिज्म. आप ना बच्चों को टेरराइज करते हो. मेक क्वेश्चन पेपर which have a mix of basic questions, medium difficulty level questions, very difficult questions, because that is what UPSC does. और अगर UPSC बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट पेपर बना देगा तो कट ऑफ सबका गिरेगा. तो we should be doing what? We should be evaluating the fundamental concepts of the students and not making them do things which are not relevant for the examination. Then follow a schedule. अगर आप एक टेस्ट सीरीज फॉलो करोगे तो you'll also be following a schedule, and mix mini test, sectional test, full length test. You should not be just full syllabus. You should not be just doing full syllabus, full length test. You should be doing some mini test. जैसे आप अगर साइंस पढ़ स्पेस पढ़ लिए हो तो स्पेस के 40-50 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो. आप पूरा साइंस कर लिए हो तो सब्जेक्ट पूरा साइंस का एक सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन पेपर सॉल्व करो. सब्जेक्टिव मींस of science subject, solve a paper. Once you're done with this practice for all the subjects, later you should start with the full syllabus tests. Only before March, don't start full syllabus test. And we are keeping this in mind. When we teach students, we keep this aspect in mind. In fact, our Prelims Masters program is starting on 17th November. Here I'll not discuss a lot about this program. The only thing that I want to tell you here is all the things that we have discussed, we'll try to we inculcate it in our PMP. हमारे यहाँ we are focused a lot on like other than teaching you, other than giving you the best notes prepared by the best of teachers and classes taken by some of the best minds in the country. Other than that, we'll emphasize a lot on MCQs. हम class में PYQs करेंगे सारे. Every week you'll have at least 3 mini tests where you will solve around 50 questions. तो ऐसे ना roughly 50 tests होंगे आपके. You will be doing around 50 mini tests. तो you will solve PYQs in class. You will have 50 mini tests. Idea क्या है इन 50 mini tests का? Idea mini tests का है कि आप when you complete a topic, आपने space complete किया, आप space पे 50 questions solve करो. आपने fundamental rights complete किया, आप fundamental rights पे 50 questions solve करो. Go like that. You should do sectional tests. Then we also have tests on weekly tests. These weekly tests will evaluate, will make you will help you not only learn but also evaluate. आप पूरे 100 questions solve कर रहे होगे तो we have these 20 weekly test or full length test. तो if you look at it, 50 mini test, 2500 questions here, 20 full length test, 2000 questions here, तो 4500 questions तो आपने बस टेस्ट में कर लिए. Then you will do all the PYQs. Plus, in the end, in this program, we also do what is known as RTFQ. For every subject, we make you revise that subject with 500 questions. So in total, here we'll be doing around 3000 questions more. So 3000 questions here, 2000 questions here, 2500 questions here. You will see, and then all the PYQs, all the relevant PYQs. You will see we're easily doing around 7000 questions in this program. Emphasis is on keeping you focused, helping you revise, helping you learn through these PYQs, and eventually through full length test help you evaluate. So this program, our Prelims Masters program, is starting on 17th of November. Here we'll have classes for 6 classes every week. Here we'll have 3 mini tests every week. Here we'll have a full length test every Sunday, and later you will also have RTFQ, that is revision through 500 questions within part of this program. It will be a very exhaustive program which will ensure that your full preparation for prelims can happen very effectively through this. So if you want to level up your preliminary examination preparation, come and join LevelUp IAS. And even if you don't, please understand, please remember those misconceptions or myths about MCQ solving or mock test solving and avoid them. Thank you very much.